Okay, I think everything's working. I haven't done this for quite a while, so we'll see how it goes. So let's before I head off, I need to recap where the hell I am. Okay, there I am. It's about 10,000. No, I'm 11,263 light years from Sol. And if I remember correctly, my aim was to sort of go along here and then head that way. That's my ultimate destination. That is as far to the east as is possible to get in the galaxy. And I'm stopping off and exploring and landing on planets and all those good things on the way. So no rush. But I still got a long way to go. So let's make our first jump.
Frameshift drive charging.
I feel like I've forgotten how to do this, but it hasn't been that long. A month? Don't remember.
Jumping to next system.
I think it's about a month and a half. And I hope all of this is coming through okay.
Adding information to database.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Okay, one more. Is that a star? Yeah, that's the B star. And there's one more body in here. Let's see. Yeah, that was the right button. Wow, okay. And there's one gas giant.
System scan complete.
Hmm. Is that one? Yes. Well, that wasn't very exciting.
Frameshift drive charging.
Okay, so it's been a month and a half. I've been either not gaming at all or I've been playing other games. But I'm on leave now from work, so I thought I'd put a couple of hours into Elite.
Hull integrity is within limits. All other systems are now at normal levels.
Scanning now.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
We are... Yeah. There's the center of the galaxy over there, and we headed sort of this way. So, what have I been up to in the last couple of weeks? Well, if you read the Facebook description, you would see that I mentioned reminiscing about Rockstadt. And if you're not from Romania or not into metal, you probably have no clue what those two things are. What do you mean? What that is? So Rockstadt is, I'm pretty sure, Eastern Europe's biggest metal festival. This year it ran for 6 days, from I think 31 July, and let's see, from 30 July. Yeah, from 30 July until 4th of August. Six days of 104 or something like that bands that played on 3 stages. And it was a lot of fun. Really enjoyed it. We got there on the Monday, so we didn't want to have the rush and all of those things. Everybody trying to get to the same place at the same time really works out well. So we came sort of one day early on the Monday, and the festival started on Tuesday. So that was nice. And I saw one of my most favorite bands on that day, which is Behemoth. They were amazing. They really were amazing. Even now, I think after seeing, I didn't get to see all 100 and whatever bands, but I saw at least 60 or 70, and Behemoth was my favorite. Clear favorite. And that's not to say the other bands were not good or they didn't play very well. Just that not only are they my favorite band, one of my top bands, they really played an excellent show. Really loved it. And yeah, in a way, I suppose it's a bit of a pity that they were on the first day, because they set such a high bar that it would have been very difficult for another band to beat it. My best favorite new band was a band from Portugal. They played on the morning of the second or third day, and they opened up on stage number 2, which, if I'm not mistaken, is called the Brush Off stage, called Gaia or Gaia, can't remember exactly. And they played really well. Really enjoyed the music, the show, everything they were really good. There's all kinds of metal genres represented, from black to death to thrash to stoner to doom. Every genre of metal you can think of, and lots you can't. So that was really awesome. Actually, I've forgotten I need to open a couple more apps. So I haven't done this in quite a while. There's that. Come on. There we go. Open. Are you gonna... Ah, there we go. Okay, C29A. I think I've got to make a jump before this one updates. Okay, I don't remember seeing any life, so let's head on to the next system. Although we can quickly look at not yet mapped, blah blah. Biological 1. No. No. Biological 1. No. And that's that. Alright, next.
Unable to comply.
Frameshift drive charging. Force adjustment. Maximum velocity engaged. Exit destination confirmed. Arrival in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Adding information to database.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
What was so nice about Rockstadt this year is just the number of people that I met. I must say that last year I was a bit lazy, and I basically stayed mostly. We found a table under the cupboard section, and you just sat there. I mean, you can hear the music. You can probably hear the music from miles around. I mean, it's metal and it's loud. And I just sat with my friends most of the time, talking, drinking beer, you know. But I didn't get to see many of the bands play. And this year I made sure I saw a lot more bands. I mean, I saw 70, maybe 60, 70. And I think that made a big difference. I met so many friends that people I've met before, most of them from Bucharest, that I meet when I go to concerts normally, you know, at the local concerts here in Bucharest. So it was nice to see them in a different place, at a different festival. But also I met a lot of people that I had never seen before, and that was very nice actually.
Leaving system. Faster than light velocity reached. Key systems are at optimum levels. Ready for exit.
Scanning for information.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Okay, I've got to try to speak in the quieter parts of the game, not when a jump is happening and during refueling and all that crap, otherwise the game makes a little bit too much noise. But getting back to meeting people, you know, you could be walking along and, you know, you might see somebody with a really cool battle jacket. You can say, cool battle jacket. Now you start talking. Say, I got this at whatever place, or we tell them where they're from. Well, they can hear me. I don't speak Romanian. Been here 15 years. Really enjoy it here, but I haven't learned the language. Mainly because I'm really fucking lazy. And a lot of the people speak English to a greater or lesser degree, so there's not really a need. So I was, a couple of people commented on my battle jacket. I have one
Body A2.
that is the patches on it are composed solely of Romanian metal bands, and not just that, these are bands that I've seen live and I really enjoy. Go to see them basically any time I can. I'll go and see them. So that's covered with all of those. Actually, a lot of Romanians are not aware of some of the bands that I'm familiar with.
Body A1. High value body.
But this year was, I don't know, it was a different, not a completely different vibe, but different for me. I just really enjoyed the social side of it. Music was great as well, of course. But I will remember this year's Rockstadt as one of the best one that I've been to. And I've been to 4 of them. 2019 was my first. 2020 didn't happen. 21 I think also didn't happen, and there's 22, 23 and 24. But I enjoyed this one the most. By quite a lot, I think, and I'm not 100% sure why. I think it's the social thing. As I said, I just met so many people, and everyone is there just to enjoy the music, drink a beer with friends and that kind of thing. So that's really awesome. Met people I hadn't seen in years in some cases. And that's really awesome. Gotta remember how to do this. Jesus, it's been a while. I think I've been sort of not, I don't know how to put it. It's always sort of disappointing when a festival ends. But I was really disappointed that this one ended. It was just that awesome. Wake up every day, go for breakfast, go for coffee, go for breakfast, and then go to the festival. Get there like 2-3 o'clock in the afternoon, and I stayed there until like 3-4 o'clock the next morning. And you wake up and do the thing, do it all again the next day, and do that 6 days in a row. Okay, A2. There we go. Forgotten how to. There we go. Go map these. So just when you getting into the routine of it, and after 6 days you do get into the routine, then to stop and come back home, that was a bit of a downer. And I woke, like in the mornings when I woke up here at home, I think, bugger, there's no festival today. Of course, all good things come to an end, but still, that's the first time I've really felt disappointed to not be at a festival. I've got a lot of fond memories of other ones, but when I got home, it was back to normal, whereas this was like also back to normal. I mean, but I'm not working. I took another extra week off so I can really recover and rest after Rockstadt. of the bands that I saw, I took video of about 60 of them. Like 2 songs, 10 minutes, 15 minutes of them all. So I have a record of, first of all, that I saw them, and then like what style of music they play, how they look on stage, how they perform, all those good things. And that is, those are all on my metal channel called Metal Romania. So all of the shows that I go to, I record at least 10-15 minutes, 2 to 3 songs at random of every band that I see, exactly for this reason. So I can have a record of which bands I've seen and what they sound like, so that if they come this way again, I can haven't I seen them? And I can look it up and I can go and watch that video and decide whether I do want to see them again or not. Next system.
Navigation for next system.
So anyway, that channel again, Metal Romania. Metal Romania. Mostly focused on the Romanian underground metal scene. That's the majority of concerts that I go to are of Romanian underground metal bands, and some of them are really fucking good.
Scanning now.
Fuel scooping.
Really, in terms of music composition,
Complete.
and the like of that, performance, they're just as good as any international band you can name. There's nothing intrinsically special about an international band. It's just got more fans and more followers. That's it. More money, of course, but there's no intrinsic difference in music, in my opinion. Damn, I keep forgetting to check how many bodies. 20. So that was Rockstadt. What the? I went with some friends, from some very good friends, as it happens, and we went with some new people as well, who I didn't know before, but it worked out really well. It's always nicer to go in a group. Another really, in my opinion, really cool thing about living here and being interested in the underground bands, you get to meet the band members after concerts or at other concerts, and I met a lot of them at Rockstadt too, and that was very cool. Not all of them live in Bucharest. fans that also not from Bucharest, they're from other cities. So I don't get to see them as often as it would be. What am I trying to say? As often as I might wish. I like metal. I like a lot of genres of music, but metal is my favorite. In my opinion, it's more authentic. And what I mean by that is that there's much more of people actually playing their instruments. Less synthesis and pre-recorded things, or mixing and all of this crap that happens in, for example, pop. I don't know about more skill, not being a musician. I can't play any instruments. But I think it's more difficult to, for example, play guitar for metal bands than a pop band. Because when you watch these guys play, their fingers is just a blur. And they're still making actual melodies at such a speed. It's incredible to watch. And something I watch for, some of these guys, they make it look so easy. And in my opinion, that's how you can tell who really knows what they're doing. Take two guitarists. One of them spends 90% of his time looking down at his instruments to see what he's doing. The other one stares at the crowd, got his eyes closed or like whatever. And they're both doing the same kind of thing. So I think the guy that has to look at his guitar all the time, maybe not quite as competent as the guy that can do the same thing without having to look. Whether that's factually accurate or not, I don't know. Again, I don't play any instruments, so I can't really comment. But it's always fascinating to see somebody who just looking at the crowd or looking somewhere else and making incredible melodies with their fingers on the strings. It's always impressive. So we got back home on Monday afternoon, and I have to go back to work next Monday. With this coming Monday, I'll be back at work. So
Body 4. Landable with atmosphere.
even now, I've been home a couple of days now. I'm still, my mind is still in Rockstadt, if that makes any sense. There's another festival coming up, a local Romanian festival called Gugulan Rock, which is held in the city of Caransebeș. I'd like to go to that.
Body 3. Landable with atmosphere.
Mainly because there's a couple of bands that I know and like that I'd like to see again. Haven't seen them for a while, and they weren't at Rockstadt. But also each year I like to try to go to one new place, one new festival that I've never been to before. And this year I'd like it to be Gugulan. I've sort of mentally planned for that. Otherwise, if that doesn't happen, there's another festival, symphonic metal. Ooh, something about symphonic metal. In the following week. So that would be. Okay, Gugulan is like 17, 18 that weekend. Gugulan would be 24, 25. Symphony would be like 24, 25, somewhere on there. In the city of Alba Iulia. And I met who I can only presume must be one of the organizers of this festival, who commented on my Romanian metal jacket. He thought I was Romanian, for obvious reasons. And apparently this is going to be held in the very same place as Dark Bombastic was held. They're going to use those premises in Alba Iulia. Dark Bombastic is not going to be held this year, which is a pity because I missed it last year and I was hoping to go this year. So yeah, either Gugulan or this symphonic metal or whatever. I can't remember exactly what it's called. So that is my plan. I don't think I can go to both, even if I really want to. And I'm also going to be going to Posada Festival of Rock at the end of the month. It's the last weekend right at the end of August or beginning of September, which is held in Campalung Muscal.
Scanning for anomalies.
And that's another really nice cozy festival
Scanning now.
that I've been to 5 times. Also, the first time was 2019, not 2020, but I think they had one in 2021, whereas Rockstadt did not. Which is why, even though I first started going to both festivals in 2019, I've been to Posada one more time than Rockstadt. It's another. Yeah, I like Posada. It is okay. Of course, it all of these festivals that I go to, they're all about the music. But Posada has always been more social for me. It's only a weekend, so Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So I will go Friday morning and come back Monday. I'm back to work on Tuesday. There really is a wealth of musical talent here in Romania. Constantly discovering new bands from either from Bucharest or from other cities, and some of them they blow me away. It's really good music, and of course I'm referring solely to metal.
System scan complete. Frameshift drive charging.
I'm very curious to know whether other countries have a similar underground metal scene,
Interstellar velocity at maximum.
and if so, whether I'd enjoy it as much as I do Romanian.
Hyperspace. Checking systems now. Complete.
Because
Acknowledged.
there's nothing about
Fuel scoping.
one being necessarily better than the other, but Romanians have their own influences
Complete.
that are simply different to the influences of musicians in other countries. They'll have their influence, their national, cultural, or historic influences. I imagine there will be similarities, but I'm just curious whether I would enjoy them so much, or as much. Yeah, so that's what I've been doing.
Body C4. Landable with atmosphere.
Metal, metal, and more metal. Some other bands that I can think of now that I've really enjoyed, most of them being surprises, in that I'd never heard them before. There's a band called Destroyer 666. They were pretty good.
System scan complete.
Oh, Watain, really enjoyed their show. Although I had seen them before, but at Rockstadt last week they were pretty good. I'm just struggling to think of names now. Havoc, old school thrash. I'm usually not really into thrash or death, but these guys were really good. My personal favorite genre of metal is black metal. Although, if it's melodic, I'm probably going to be interested.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, so anyway, if you're at all interested in checking out the bands that were at Rockstadt, you
Shift now engaged.
you can head over to my metal channel, Metal Romania. And yeah, the clips are nothing special. Their
Adding
primary...
information to database.
Oh, shut up.
Fuel scoping.
Come on, finish.
Fuel scoping complete.
My main motivation is of recording these bands is, as I said, just so I can remember what they sound like, what they look like, how they performed, what genre they are, etc., etc. All the footage is from my smartphone. It's a pretty good smartphone, but it is just a smartphone. It's the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, if that matters. So it is a pretty good phone, and it takes pretty good pictures and video, but it's still only a smartphone. But for what I want to do, which is just to capture memories, it's pretty ideal. I can take it with me, can do other things with it as well. I've got the model with a 1 terabyte of memory, so
Body 5A. May host a marked biological and has high biological value.
okay.
Body 5A. Landable with atmosphere.
Interesting.
Body 5B. May host a marked biological and has high biological value. Body 5B. Landable with atmosphere. Body 5F. May host a marked biological and has high biological value. Body 5F. Landable with atmosphere. Body 5C. May host a marked biological and has high biological value. Body 5C. Landable with atmosphere.
So I really think if you're interested in live music, I'm talking about metal, but I suppose this applies to any genre of music. Go and check out your local bands. I'm guessing, and this probably also applies no matter what country you're in. They're probably better than you imagine. If they aren't, and you're into metal, come to Romania and watch these here. Won't be disappointed. I've still got a Behemoth song going on in my
Body
head
3D.
from the
Gross
festival.
binary relative to body size.
Even now, over a week later. Yeah, and I have already bought tickets to go back to Rockstadt next year, 2025. What is this?
Body 4A. Close ring proximity.
One more. Where are you? Uh-huh.
System scan complete.
Okay, which one of these do I want to go and scan? Only body number 1, looks like. Oh, man, there was such a good vibe at Rockstadt this year. Maybe it was there all along and I didn't notice it, but this year I really felt it. Oh, 21. Yeah, we got one of these again. Okay. So, how far till I miss? There. So, if I do that, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now let's see. Well, that was a bit of a waste. Okay, so let's try this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Surface scanned by 50%.
And that's the edge. So if I come back to about here, there, 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 oh, come on. And there, and there. One more percent. Thank you all.
Surface scan complete.
Next system.
Selecting next system en route.
Frameshift drive charging.
We were very, very lucky with the weather at Rockstadt too. It was warm all days, and it only rained on 2 of them. The first day, very slight drizzle for a couple of minutes, and then on Sunday, from about the evening onwards, it sort of rained on and off.
Scanning for information.
We had one reasonably heavy shower, but the rest of it was more like a drizzle.
Fuel scooping complete.
See, what do we have? Ooh. Okay. There were three things I really did not like about Rockstadt this year. And they were all problems that were resolved, but on the first and especially the first day, they were real issues. Firstly, the queue to get in. It took us about an hour and a half from joining the end of the queue to walking in the entrance. They've got to do something about that. Secondly, the bars and the merch stands all work with a special card, like a bank card, but only for Rockstadt. It took another hour to get from the end of that queue to the cashier to put money on that card. Actually, there were four things that I really did not like about Rockstadt. I forgot one. Then in the merch stand, a lot of the merch for some reason was not on the system. So they couldn't sell it because they couldn't put it into the system, or I don't exactly know what the problem was, but they said they can't sell a lot of the merch because it wasn't in the system yet. I said all of these problems actually, from my point of view, were solved on the first day. On the second day, these problems didn't exist. To get back into the festival was like, just walk up to the gate, they search you and you get in. No issues, no wasting of time, nothing like that. The fourth problem, and this may not be the fault of Rockstadt itself, like the first three were. They ran out of water. I mean, like water in the pipes for the toilets to work, for people to wash their hands, that kind of water. And that was only solved, I think, by the third day or something. So yeah, that really was not pleasant. Apparently there was a pipe that burst somewhere else in the nearby town. And sometimes shit happens. And you can't anticipate it, you don't expect it, and you can't really make provision for it. But still, with the other three problems, it sucked. But the queuing to get in on the first day, and I don't know why this would have been especially a problem, because the only thing that happens on the first day that does not happen on subsequent days is that they put that little bracelet thing on your arm, and yeah, that's it. But that takes like a couple of seconds. They've got two people at each passage. The entrance is divided into like 5 or 6 passages, so that 5 or 6 people can enter at a time. Each passage had 2 people checking tickets and putting on armbands. Then you had security to check your bags and like pat you down and that. That never changed from day to day. The security checks were the same. The only difference was ticket checking and putting on the little bracelet. But as I said, that takes literally a couple of seconds. This does not, in my opinion, this cannot account for the queues of the first day. You can say, oh, it's the first day, everybody arrived at, whatever time it started. It started a bit later, like 5 or 6 p.m. But I mean, the other days the bands started at 2:30 or 3, and a lot of people came, and there were no issue whatsoever. The card system for buying merch and drinks, apparently their system went down. I don't know what issue it was. This they could have prepared for. They knew how many tickets they'd sold, so they knew how many people were going to turn up and want to put money on their cards. This should not have been a surprise. If the number of people using the system overwhelmed it, well, they knew how many people were coming. So sorry, no excuses there. If their system was not robust enough, they knew this going in. The merch, I don't know what the problem was there. But if you need to put your merch into the system in order to sell it, you don't wait until opening to do that. You do that the day before. Or you set up some system where people can just like upload a file or something like this and not do it manually. So yeah. The rest of the festival made up for that, but I haven't forgotten. And I think a lot of people have not forgotten.
Frameshift drive charging.
And I don't remember these problems from previous years. Although, to be fair, last year they said
Next system.
there was how many did they say? Like 8,000?
Adding information to database.
8,000 people in one day, and this year they went up to 12. So that is a big increase. But like I said, they knew about it. This wasn't a surprise. They know how many tickets they've sold. Yeah, but in spite of this, it was still the best Rockstadt, the one I enjoyed the most. Yeah, it was a pain standing in those queues. It really was. So if you got there like a half an hour early, expecting to have like a half an hour of delay getting in, well, that didn't work out. And you're spending close to 3 hours to get in, put money on your card and visit the merch, all while missing some bands that are playing. You can hear them, of course, but you can't see them. You can't go and see them because you haven't got past security yet. Yeah, so that sucked. That really sucked.
Frameshift drive charging.
Even if they employ more people, they didn't. I don't think they employ these people. They ask for volunteers, and the kids go and help out.
Frameshift
They
No
probably
anomalies detected.
they probably get to see some bands for free.
Key systems are at optimal
And
levels.
oh, shut up!
Heading for exit now.
Scanning now.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Okay, so like I was saying, the kids, I imagine they get to see their bands, a couple of bands, when they're not actually working, or when they're on a break, they can go and watch a band. I imagine they get something to eat and drink while they're on duty. And I think it's probably a bit of fun as well. But I don't think they actually get paid, so they're not actually employed. So what I'm getting to is that it probably wouldn't cost too much to get more people for that first day. I'd suggest double. Just for that first day. Double at the entrance and double at the cashiering booths. Because really no one is going to enjoy waiting in queues. No one.
Body 5A. May host a marked biological and has high biological value. Body 5A. Landable with atmosphere.
I have a sneaking suspicion that in a previous system I also found some biological signals. I went and mapped the planets, or did I? I think I mapped the planets, but I never went to land. That was clever. Oh well, there's plenty more where that came from. Now, the last one. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Wow. Wow, that's not a bright sort of halo effect thing at all. No wonder I missed it.
System scan.
Okay, so planet 5A, which is actually a moon. No. Is it a moon 5A? Yeah, I think. Yeah, stars have letters. then the main planets have numbers, and the moons of those planets have letters again. Yeah. I have been out of this game for a while. Let's see. Can I do it with one? I don't remember. I think so. We'll see.
Surface
Yep,
scan.
looks like
Body
it.
5A.
Percent.
May host a marked biological and has high biological value.
Bacterium. Alright, I haven't been down to a planet for a while. Where is the light side? I think it's this one. And I think it doesn't really matter where I sit down. Is this the sunward side? Ah, yeah. So we will come down, and there's a patch of particular kind of green that I need. Is it here?
Orbital flight engaged.
Looks like the edge of this is that green color. The edge of the light blue part. It's only bacterium, which is worth only about 1 million. Ah, it actually even looks different. Touchdown.
Landing gear deployed.
Yeah, so many people just there for one thing, for the music. I didn't see anyone having issues with anyone else, not even close. It's something I have noticed here in Romania. I don't know if it's true elsewhere. I would like to think it is. But even though to the casual observer watching a mosh pit will think that it's like horrifically violent, it's actually not. What is this? Ah.
Bacterium
Oh
bowlaris
yes, there we go.
Base value 1,152,500. Minimum sample distance 500 meters. New codex entry. Bacterium bowlaris, aquamarine.
So the mosh pit, I mean, you can get injured, but never intentionally. And it is a rough place, but there are rules, and those rules are well, from what I've seen, those are respected. Somebody falls down, everybody stops to help them back up again.
Minimum distance reached.
Yes, thank you.
You've traveled over 500 meters from previous sample.
Yeah, the moshing, the crowd surfing, the mosh pit. Yeah, and I get it. They do look extremely violent. No one in their right mind would go in there.
Minimum distance reached. You've
But
traveled over 500
yeah,
meters
like I
from
said,
previous sample.
I've never seen issues from that. Or like people getting drunk and belligerent. Don't remember ever seeing that either. And in Romania, that's in general, but especially metal concerts. Romanians don't seem to get as stupidly drunk as people where I'm from. I mean, they're just more relaxed, in my opinion. Don't think this is... No, it is not. Is this the third one? Yep. Thank you. Yeah, only 1 million for this, but because of first footfall, I will get 5. There's something else here too. I've only just realized there's another biological organism here somewhere that I haven't noticed yet. I've just been looking for these. Okay, so that is done. And I didn't check while I was still in orbit. I didn't check from orbit to see if they share the same biome or habitat or whatever you want to call it. So now there could be some here, or there could not. I'm not seeing anything here that looks like anything really. Night vision on.
Acknowledged.
Ooh. Uh-huh. Oh, come on. Really? Where is it here? That section of ground was so flat and still. Yeah, you can't land here. Fuck off. Yeah. Not particularly impressed. Now, do I get out the buggy? No, because according to my app, this second biological thing is called fonticular, and the distance between samples is also 500 meters. So I'm going to go that way. So let's go this way. What's gravity here? 0.03. Holy moly. Now I don't believe I've ever seen this stuff before. Interesting. So we go to the far side of this. It's such a big field too. Get the most furthest sample from the direction of travel, which is this one.
Fonticular scanned. Base value 1,804,100. Minimum sample distance 500 meters. New codex entry. Fonticular amethyst.
I think if I really wanted to, I might be able to get into orbit just in my suit. 0.03, that is the lowest gravity I can remember. Now there is some over here, but I'm not convinced that I'm going to escape the 500 meters requirement. No. Okay. Back to the ship. And we headed 100 degrees. Oh, let's switch that off because I do not need it.
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 500 meters from previous sample.
Night vision on.
Acknowledged.
Ooh, I need to take a scan from the ship or the SRV to get a codex entry. Is that some over here? Yes. Alright, so we will scan this. Ooh. There we go. Out we get. And over here. There's some even further back. Yeah, I'm actually glad I landed here. Because, like I said, this is the lowest gravity body I've ever landed on. Pretty sure of that. Night vision on.
Affirmative.
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 500 meters from previous sample.
Landing here is... Gotta tell my ship to do it again. Thank you. Right, let's get out and do that third sample. It's over here. Lift off.
Landing gear retracted.
And let's switch off that again. I wish there was a command for that. One, two, three. Down. There, and 1, 2, 3. I think maybe I will try to program that another time. Program it into voice attack.
4, 3, 2, 1.
And this was the only body that had any biological signals. Next system.
Your next destination.
Frameshift drive charging.
Adding information to database.
Fuel scooping.
12 bodies.
Fuel scooping complete.
Body 2. Landable with atmosphere. Body 7. Landable with atmosphere. Body 6. Landable with atmosphere. Body 5. Landable with atmosphere. Body 3. Landable with atmosphere. Body 10. May host a marked biological. Body 10. Landable with atmosphere.
I we'll quickly go and map this.
Warning. Frameshift drive operating beyond safety limits.
Only one, and my app says it's only worth 1 million, so I'm not sure that I'm going to actually bother to go down and scan it or sample it, whatever. But I can come and map it, it doesn't take long. Just to double check. Seven. We can maybe do it in 3. I don't remember now. 1, 2, 3.
Surface scanned by 50%.
Body
Yep.
10.
Surface scan
May host a
complete.
marked biological.
No. We're not. No, I'm not going to do that. Next system.
Navigation for next system.
Okay, so before I actually make the jump, I am going to have to go and take a bio break. So I will be back in a few minutes.
Camshaft drive charging.
Alright, I am back. Reset view.
Confirmed.
Key systems are at optimal levels. Ready for exit now.
Scanning for information.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
How many jumps until 10 more? Okay. Let's see. Ooh, HMC. High metal content world. Another one. Ooh,
Body
a water
3.
world. Yeah,
High
we're gonna
value
go
body.
map this. Definitely. That is high value. And an Earth-like. Okay.
New codex entry.
Ooh.
Earth-like world. Body 2. High value body.
Earth-like. We'll go to this one first. And the last one
System scan
is here.
complete.
Go map this.
scan complete.
And now oops, didn't quite do that. There we go. I doubt there's anybody out there, but let's see.
Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete.
There we go. So that was for the Earth like 4.3 and for the water world 1.4 million for first discovery and first mapping. Next system.
Selecting next destination.
And there's nothing else here for me, so
Adjusting for jump. Maximum velocity. Exit destination confirmed. Arrival in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Adding information to database.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
directly behind that sun. Bugger. Didn't go far enough from it.
Body 5A may host a marked biological and has high biological value. Body 5A landable with
Okay.
atmosphere. Body 6A may host a marked biological and has high biological value. Body
Okay.
6A landable with atmosphere.
What the hell? I wonder what the hell. I'm sure there was a planet marked here. Weird. Were they here as... I wonder... That's weird. There was definitely something there, and I can hear the background noise signal as well. See, everywhere else is quiet. What the hell is going on? If I go back, see, there's the light signature. Thought there was. And you can hear the noise thing as well. That's weird. That's a bug. That's got to be a bug.
Body 8D may host a marked biological and has high biological value. Body 8D.
According to my app, there were 3 bodies, each with 2 biological signals on them. All of them are bacterium and fonticula. None of them are more than 1 million. And distance between samples is 500 meters. That seems like a lot of work. Don't think I'm gonna bother. So, what was going on around the sun? This is weird. Now I've completed the system. There's nothing except weird. Just plain weird. Here I can hear the sound of asteroid cluster belts. No signal there. Alright. Next system.
System destination locked.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. It's too much work for too little money. Time invested, just unacceptably too much. Yep, no one around, I think. Alright, let's go. 9 jumps left.
Course adjustment.
And I have traveled pretty much exactly 1000 light years so far in this session. Further away from Sol.
Confirmed.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Okay, 18. of high metal contents here. Is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 or 13 of them. Maximum payout for any of them for first discovery and mapped is less than 150,000. So yeah, it's a lot of work for not much cash. If it was like 250, quarter of a million, maybe a different story. But yeah. Oh, now entering normal expense. Okay. This is another sector of the galaxy.
Engaging now. Interstellar velocity at maximum. Exit destination confirmed. Arrival in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Adding information to database.
New codex entry. M-type star.
Yeah, because this is a new sector, every discovery will be a new one. Because I've never discovered anything in this sector before. So even that extremely ordinary star was a new discovery, that's why. And if I remember, there were 12 bodies in here? Yeah.
New codex entry. Icy body.
And yeah, everything I discover is going to be a new codex entry. Okay, those are also icy bodies, but if this is something other,
Body 4. Landable with atmosphere.
something other than an icy body, it'll give me another codex entry. Oops. We have a response.
New codex entry. Icy body. No atmosphere.
Oh, maybe the other one was an icy body with atmosphere? Oh well, whatever.
System scan complete.
Nothing of interest there. So let's see, before I jump, let's see where I am. I am there. And apparently, oh, can't really see. This is the Norma expanse I've just crossed into. And it seems to me as if the actual border is in the middle of this strip. And remember, every single one of these is a star system that can be visited. You can jump there and go and see what's in it. Every single one of these.
Frameshift drive charging.
Now, it's possible, there are two possibilities. Either he was in the game, he or she was in the game and didn't see my message,
Adding information to database.
in which
Codex
case
entry.
they have,
G-type star.
in which case they are actually replying to me. Alternatively, they've just entered the game, haven't seen my message, and are just greeting everybody just because. Wonder which it is.
Frameshift drive charging.
Ooh, no. Haha. Oh. Okay. No, we don't need to bother.
Frameshift drive charging.
There's only one body in this system, and that's the central star that I've already seen. So yeah. Do not need to go into FSS mode.
Affirmative, stand by.
Fuel skipping.
New codex entry.
Oof.
L-type star.
Fuel skipping complete.
And 37 bodies in here. Surely one of these will have a bunch of life to go and have a look at.
New codex entry. Sidarsky Class 1 gas giant.
Nothing yet.
Body A2A. Close orbit. Close ring proximity.
Actually, I'm gonna take a jaunt over here and see what that means. Close ring proximity.
Body A3B. May host a marked biological and has high biological value. Body A3B. Landable with atmosphere.
There's something else there. Aha.
System scan complete.
Whew. Alright, let's go and have a squiz at this. I'm just curious. It's not worth anything, I don't think. It's close in proximity to a ring and not its own ring. Ah, okay. So that's what it means, probably.
Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete.
Funerals, geysers, neither of which I need. Okay. So what would I see if I landed on it? Yeah, I've seen some of these photos or screenshots actually from players. And some of them are really spectacular. Maybe they take them from vantage points like this. So if I go down and land here, let's land there. Or I want to see the edge of the rings. So about here. Very shallow angle. But that's okay, we're not in a rush. I think in real life something like this is very unlikely to happen. Because the gravity of this planet would pull the individual rocks that comprise the rings, and it would not be as nice and smooth and straight as it is. Let's go and land on that little patch there. It does look very smooth though, except for the mountains. But where there are no mountains, it looks exceptionally smooth. Touchdown.
Landing gear deployed.
Alright, let's get out and have a look. Okay, first footfall. Temperature 88K, 0.07 G. Yeah, with this planet here, this would not be the nice, neat circular line that we see. Should have landed on top of that. Nah, be the same actually. So this is basically how they do it. Find a nice place like this, touch down, and there we go. There are the doors, but they haven't implemented that for some unknown reason. That's hell of a steep. Wow. Okay. Does look nice, I suppose. But yeah, now I've seen it. Let us get airborne. Lift off.
Landing gear retracted. Frameshift drive charging.
Get back into Super Cruise, and the app should tell me where I need to go. There we are. A1, A2, A3, A4. No. Biosignal A3B. A3B. That one. Very faint star up there, the sun, for this system. Would explain why it looks so damn cold. Hmm. 2. I think maybe 1. The gravity on this can't be very high.
Surface scanned by
Body A3b
50%.
may host a marked biological and has high biological value.
1.1 million. But I haven't landed on a planet in a while. So to break up the monotony, let's go and have a look.
Orbital flight engaged.
Let's go down here. It looks like it could be that shade of like blue-green that's supposed to indicate where the highest concentration of biological life is. Let's see. What am I looking for? Bacterium. Ooh. Okay, that looks different to what I expected, but anyway. Touchdown.
Landing gear deployed.
Is that one? Yes.
Bacterium vulgaris scanned. Base value 1,152,500. Minimum sample distance 500 meters. New codex entry. Bacterium vulgaris.
Wow,
Aquamarine.
this is pretty flat, well, pretty smooth. What is gravity here? 0.04. That's also lower than I've ever seen before, except for the previous planet from today. The lowest I remember seeing from the past is 0.05. And that's fairly regular from memory. Now that one from earlier today, 0.03. Wow, that is the lowest, definitely. Wonder what the lowest in the game might be. Alright, heading 100. There was some there, but we haven't gone 500 yet. There's another one there. But
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 500 meters from previous sample.
This one will do.
Minimum distance reached. You've traveled over 500 meters from previous sample.
And all of a sudden I'm not seeing them anymore. That's not it. Although, let's get into my habit of double checking. Ah, there we go. There we go. Oh, come on. Okay. Down she goes. Ah, okay. There it is. And just like that, we're done. Lift off.
Landing gear retracted.
Next system.
Selecting next system indeed.
Ooh. Oh, we can see it from here. Okay. Interesting geography there, or topography.
All systems check out. No unusual activity.
Adding information to database.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
Four more jumps until we reach the waypoint I set last month or whenever it was. Okay, let's see what is here.
New codex entry.
Yeah, of
Rocky
course.
icy body.
Where are the last two? Uh-huh. And the last one.
System scan complete.
System scan complete. And no exobiology. Bugger. Alright, I think I'm going to call it here. I know I've got only four jumps, but I think I'm going to have some dinner. And I'm not going to put it on pause for half an hour. Nothing happening while I eat. Alright, so I will probably be back later. Alright, so have a good one, guys.